Checking mics. Mics are being checked. Mike, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Saturday again. It surprises me every single time. There's my background. Got to get all in the festive mood. How's everybody doing this beautiful Saturday night? Hello, Vesic. I kind of liked you in the void, says Brandon. We got to get into the spirit of the season. Brigosaurus, source for the leaks. They were added to the target database. They were posted all over the place. The first place I saw them were posted by Axel Sorax on my Discord channel. Snowing here in Jersey. We're expecting to get some good snow next week. Not looking forward to it at all. Don't you live in Washington State? Is it freezing cold where you live? I think it's like 45, 42 today. 40. Next week it's going to be
Make
miserable.
sure if you have a question to go to Walcom7.com instead of a super chat, so that YT doesn't get a cut.
Good old Solanese. Thank you very much for the $5 donation. And yes, you're entirely right. If you're going to force me to answer your question by throwing money at me, well, you can do it a lot more efficiently by going to WalcomS7.com instead of doing the super chats, because YouTube takes a big cut of those, and, well, they don't need more money. They already take enough of my money. How do people find these leaks? I believe this one specifically was done by somebody who works at Target, but basically they get a list of like all the DPCI numbers that come into the system, and they'll have descriptions like the name and the price point of them. They're not always accurate to what's actually going to happen. In fact, for the last couple of years, Nerf has kind of caught on that we've been doing this. But that's also one of the ways that people find blasters early, is they check DPCI numbers through sites like Bricklink. It's only great raining here in Germany. Well, Death by Snoo Snoo is exactly what it is right here, except for now it's dark, so you can't see it. But yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, Bennett. F in the chat for Bennett's dog. It was a good one. It was a good pupper. I hope you hang in there, buddy. It's no fun losing a pet. Especially a dog. They can last for a very long time. You can get very attached to them. Nerf fell off? Man, you haven't seen the Rival Challenger yet, because the Rival Challenger looks sexy as frig. And I say that as a completely normal, adjusted adult man that plays with foam toys. Any New Year's resolutions? I surprisingly have not even tried. Survive. The last couple of years have sucked. Let's hope that it doesn't get any worse. Let's hope for a dub for everybody in 2024. How about that? No snow in Cheyenne? At this time of year? That's surprising. The last time I was in Cheyenne, though, I think it was like the dead of summer. And it was just gray and gray. I don't think I saw... Yeah, it was like really miserable. It almost felt like winter. Ugh. That's my chat frozen right there. No snow in Texas. Well, that you're pretty south. I mean, it's probably not going to be very common down there. It's been a very tame winter for the Pacific Northern Idaho. Yep, you're right across the Cascades from me, Boomer. Let's hope this is a good year for Nerf. Well, it looks like it could be a good year for Nerf. You know what I mean? Like, it could definitely be a worse year, but so far it looks okay. We'll talk about that. We'll get there, because there's a lot of stuff that we can talk about. Now, we don't have really any pictures for anything. Well, we have pictures for the Challenger, but I think I've already talked about that. We'll put it up on screen for those of you that don't know what the Challenger is, because it is a Very, very good looking blaster. Look at that. Look at that. It is a $34.99 blaster, is currently up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth. It says that it's a February 2024 release, but it also says that the Strikeout Bat and the Zombie Driller are February 2024 releases, and I've had those for a couple of weeks now. So it could be out anytime. And it's essentially finally a typical Strife variant Rival blaster. A bit cheap for 35 bucks. The design looks fantastic in my opinion. I hope that grip and everything is comfortable because this could be a very popular blaster if it is. But yeah, it just looks like a typical Strifeoid magazine fed semi-auto thing. It's really cool. Lion Fury and Shark have pictures for Elite Junior. Okay, I saw those also on Amazon. I haven't seen pictures of them. Buff Daddy, could you send them to me through like Discord or something like that, or Messenger? Those are Elite Junior. Not that I really cared all that much, but dang, I hope it's mag compatible. Are you talking about that? It's clearly mag compatible. Like, will it be compatible with the standard mags? Maybe. I mean, I don't think they've used the standard mags in a real long time. I think the Hypnos was the last one. Guys, when they see this picture, just think, hell yeah, you're right, P-Mac, hell yeah. Look at that thing. You cannot tell me that the Rival Challenger doesn't look dope AF. Look at that thing. Look at it. It looks amazing. The color scheme is amazing. Everything about that, boy, we can't see the other side of it, so I'm sure that's going to ruin it somehow, but man, that thing is sexy. The mag will better be the same orientation as a Pathfinder. The Pathfinder was the last to use the mag. I mean, I know, but I think the Pathfinder and like the, what was it? The Vision used different mags, didn't they? I could have swore at some point they changed the Rival mag so the old ones stopped working. Hey, Socks. Like the Picatinny rails. Those are not Picatinny. Those are definitely the Rival style rails that have no attachments, which is really dumb. I'm hoping that all the blasters past this use a new system. Like, they're gonna make a whole bunch of blasters with new attachments that fit on these rails instead of the original N-Strike ones. Barrel lug? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's a shadow. I don't think that's actually a barrel lug. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Rival does have attachments, yes, but they've been off shelves for a very long time. I do know more recently you can still kind of get them. I believe I checked Amazon, and like I think you can get the sight for like 26 bucks. It used to be like 100, and I think you can still get the flashlight grip too. I think those are the only two that were, and then there was the bipod that came with the Jupiter, and I think that's it, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I don't think I am. I just hope the new mag fits the other blaster, Zeus, Northwest. I mean, that's a lot of hope right there if you think that thing's going to fit inside of a Zeus. I guess the whole thing is like he cut the top off the Zeus or something like that. I've seen... What was the other blaster? I think it was like the pump action dart zone. I love it. Not the Dictator, the one before that. It starts with the C. I literally am drawing a blank right now for some reason. Conquest. The Conquest, like people were like cutting out the back of it so they can fit the curved mags in there. I said it before you said it, Axel. Wouldn't this mag in the Pathfinder point towards you? No? I don't know. I haven't touched a Pathfinder in forever. Picks are up. Is it in the Discords? Oh, those look freaking... Oh, no. Well, at least they're keeping the stuff quarantined to Nerf Junior. Okay, all right, hold on. I'm gonna be real with you. The shark looks pretty good. Let's change this real quick. We're done talking about good blasters. Let's talk about some absolute garbage. Starting with the Lion. This is on Amazon for, like, if you go to Nerf and you type by like new, there's no pictures, but there's things up here. This Lion Fury is going to run you $28.67 apparently. That is a lot of money for what is a very garbage looking blaster. This is a Nerf Junior blaster, so whatever. But yeah, that looks pretty. I mean, it could be worse. I actually think that aesthetic works a lot more than most of the dinosaur ones did. But yeah, exactly what Pixel Forge just said. That thing is not worth $30. I'm hoping that price is wrong, but $30 for that. That's the weird thing with like the Nerf Junior stuff, is that some of it like was really inexpensive, honestly high quality for what you were getting for like 10 bucks. And then some of it was just absurd. It's like, oh, here's $30 for a pump action 6-shot thing. Couldn't they have fit the the dinosaur guns in a Nerf Junior? I agree, Celia. I agree. Yeah, I'm not feeling this one really at all, but it's not for me. Honestly, I think it could be a lot worse. I think this one actually works a lot better. It is Nerf Junior, which surprisingly Nerf Junior still hits pretty hard for what they are. But I actually think this one looks cool. All right? Like, I'm sorry. This looks pretty good. So it looks like a triad. If I had to guess, the tail fin is the priming device, and then it's got a grip with what looks to be a grip guard on it. I think this looks good. I don't know why this looks so much better. Maybe it's the light blue and dark blue contrast in the plastic and just better separations all around. Gura, my beloved bot, says, oh, right, there's a VTuber that's a shark. Oh my god, you just slap anime eyes on it, bots! That's all you gotta do! Oh, that's like the first mod that's gonna happen with this thing. I'm kind of sad we both said something about it because somebody's going to get to us before it. I think that's pretty rad. I assume it's going to be a smart AR 1-shot per trigger pull. If it's a shotgun, that would be rad as heck. You imagine if Nerf's like, yeah, well, we can just slap a monster plunger tube and make this thing a shotgun for the kids. That's a shark. Like, they could do that. It's like, oh, it only hits like 50 FPS per dart, so it's totally fine. It's just got a massive plunger tube and, you know, stuff in it. That would be cool, but no, I'm assuming it's a smart AR piece of garbage. But I think this one for $15, 16 bucks, that looks pretty good. That looks a lot better than the line. I agree, Bennett. The mouth is the trigger. It doesn't have a trigger? I can't even tell at this resolution. Hold on. I mean, that's also not terrible. How would that work? You have to pull it back or push it up. Honestly, that's still not that bad. I literally can't tell from the pictures. Oh, there's also some more. There's the Transformers thing I don't care about, and the Racer we talked about already, so never mind. That doesn't matter. Thank you very much, Axel. Yeah, it might not have an actual physical trigger. Oh. Oh. Is that what it says if I click on this? Can I get a description? No. Darn it. That might be right. Not looking forward to that. Oh. Imagine if there was a Nerf Junior Flywheeler. That'd be really difficult. Kids have a hard time reloading mags. And every single time a kid has even touched like one of the Fortnite internal mag things, they've jammed it. So I just got the Racer. It's great for $5. Is it $5? I guess it is $5. Okay, for $5, I bet you the Racer's probably worth something. Because it's a 2-shot, smart AR, giant pullback. Yeah, I can see the Racer. It's on Amazon. I don't know about for $5. I mean, $5, anything. Any blaster is worth $5. That's a bit. Prometheus on a tripod is perfect for kiddos. I can see that, yeah. Walcom, the new Jailfire Igniter looks good. It does look good. I agree. I actually really like this thing. It's like really cool for what it is. Is it better than the clutch? I don't know about that. Clutch is like, God, I think the clutch is like $9 right now. Let's see if gel clutch comes up. That is not X-Shot clutch. It's not even on Amazon. But yeah, I think they've been on sale in places. So, what about the uppercut? Okay, FTS, you got me there. No. The uppercut is not worth $5. The uppercut isn't even worth $2. Bro, they made a Gelfire Jolt. They did, and it hits 150 FPS, and it's surprisingly good. Is it better than the Legion? Legion has Slam Fire. But the Legion was also like $30 when it came out. I know because I bought one and they dropped it to 20, and that really was upsetting. So it's got a really stiff boy. It's nice. That's all I really said. I get it. Thank you, chat. I appreciate it. I am stupid. Let me just point this a little bit more like that. Should have listened to Hawkeye when he was like, yeah, just like tape that over. Saw your review on the Moose. Is there a Mega Half Dart mag in grip pistol yet? There is, but it uses different half darts. So, two different ammo types of the same ammo type. I mean, it could be worse. Honestly, I think the Shark one is better than the Lion one. For those of you that are just joining us, because holy crap, there's 178 people watching. Hit that like button. You should have hit that like button. I mean, there's only 178. Surely we're up to date on. We have 21 likes. All right, that's how I know y'all love me. This was the Lion, for those of you just joining us. It is, not allowed near the nice furniture. I mean, honestly, could be worse. Dude, this thing would look sick if it was, like, painted gold with some, like, nice, like, copper rub and buff smeared all over it. Like, I actually would rock that. The Golden Lion Nerf Blaster. That's pretty good. I like how that went from 21 likes to 80 like that. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Who left their blaster in an IKEA? All right, let's get to some actual like new things that don't have pictures. Actually, first we'll go back to, because I know a lot of people just joined us. We can look at the Challenger one more time. Look at the Challenger. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good, man. Like, if this is where Hasbro is going for like 2024, I'm all there, and I know this is going to be the only good thing that they actually do, because that's kind of how this year went, or last year went, is they did like one good blaster and then completely just did, yep. Yeah, like copper rub and buff with gold, like main gold body with some copper rub and buff to give it that like texture effect. It looked good. Nice, Deforman. The Max Outlaws are pretty okay. I think they're a lot better than I even gave them credit for, to be honest. I'm still not a huge fan, but they're pretty good. Do you think the double barrel blaster from the leak will have a side-by-side? I actually don't know what you're talking about, Gabriel. Which one? Apex X Nerf? I don't think it'll happen. So, yeah, I think Rival Strife, but in a good way. I think that's a right way to put it, Matthew. Alrighty, so let's talk about our first whatever one that comes up. As I try to buy time to... Oh, there we go. So we got a whole new Alleged series coming from NERF. This is all we have. So if this isn't enough for you, I'm sorry. We have no idea when these blasters are coming. If I have to guess, these might be a little bit later in the year, like May. So this could be our summer release. It could also be like an April, or, I mean, it could be a spring release too. If it's a spring release, we'll start seeing these in March or late February. But since, I don't know. I don't remember when the last set of leaks like this came out. Oh, sorry, I'm a jet head. I have to fix that. So this is the NERF N-Series Pinpoint Blaster. A very creative name. Now, I do want to preface this by saying everything we can speculate could be completely a nothing, right? It could be literally nothing, because NERF in the past has hidden the blasters via some weird new title, and it never came out. But N-Series is on point for them, because we have the N-Strike series, N-Strike Elite series. N-Series fits in with their, like, naming scheme. And it could be, I don't see a single 2.0 blaster. They could be done with Elite 2.0. But it doesn't mean that this isn't just the literal functional replacement for Elite 2.0. So, what can we extrapolate from this? Well, it is the Pinpoint blaster and it's $20. The problem with a $20 Nerf blaster is that could be a jolt. We have no idea. When I hear Pinpoint, it reminds me of the Pinpoint site. Actually, I should try to find that. I don't think I have one of these anymore. The last one I had, I gave away to somebody, which was really stupid. Very stupid. I'm very upset about that. But I had like the box, and I bought this was a long time ago. I don't think you can even get these. Maybe you can. I say that. Maybe you can. I think there's actually like fake ones made for a while. But the Pinpoint site was a really cool attachment that was pretty much the best for a very long time. It was only succeeded by the one that came out with the Rivals. Not Rival. The Rival one's good. But the one that came out for like the Modulus. And so this was the Pinpoint sight. And when I hear Pinpoint Blaster, I'm kind of hoping it comes with a detachable sight. Spit Zero says, the Pinpoint sight? I've got one in the second release in yellow on my shelf. I don't even have one of them, I don't think, anymore, which sucks. I had the boxed one and everything. It'd be a really cool thing to get my hands on again, but I'm a little scared. Hopefully they aren't too expensive, but I'm sure they're very expensive now. So, when I hear Pinpoint Blaster, I'm kind of hoping it's at least like the equivalent. Actually, wait, there was what I was about to say. I think there's literally Nerf Sure Strike, another blaster I don't have. Yeah, I was like, when I hear Pinpoint series, I'm really hoping for like a Sure Strike. Even if it's just a front loader, I will take a front loader with a sight for 20 bucks. That hopefully is like a higher. That's the biggest thing. Is I hope that Nerf this year goes to like 100 FPS minimum. And all their normal Elite stuff. This was the Sure Strike. Don't have one. It's just a clear fire with that blue Pinpoint sign on it. Very cool looking. Very cool looking. But I do not have one. I really kind of hope to get one at some point. How bad are they? How bad are they? They used to be really bad because I think they weren't released in very big quantities at all. I can't even find one on eBay. Cool. Well, there goes that dream. So, not a whole lot, unfortunately, to glean from this one because, again, a $20 Nerf blaster could be anything. What's the chat saying? Perhaps another Nightfinder Fire Strike. Carter to the max. If it is, it better come with a lot because for $20, I better get a little bit more than just a Nightfinder reshell. You know what I mean? Just a little bit more than a Nightfinder reshell for $20. That's not a whole lot to ask for, I don't think. Hey, Walker, just want to say I really appreciate the call. Lost a good few Nerf Turvers. I hope you're still around. Hope all is well. Well, you have to kill me for me to disappear, because I still really love foam flinging. So thank you very much for the $5 super chat. I have a big video coming out soon. That's why things have been a little bit quiet. I really hope you guys like this one, because it has been far more pain in the butt than you would expect. Sure Strike Butt Blue. Oh, I have that one. Well, congratulations, Matthew. I don't have that one. 20 bucks could be literally anything. It could be a Jolt. It could be a 3-shot Smart AR thing. Oh, that's the other thing. I actually want to put this. I don't know if we've done this poll before. Let's see. Start a poll. I don't know where that A came from. All right, let's go. Let's get this poll up there and see what exactly, if Nerf's Smart AR system good. Because I don't think it's good. I think Smart AR was innovative at the time and now absolute
just
garbage.
Wanted to say I really appreciate your content. Lost a good few Nerf tubers, and I'm glad you're still around. Hope all is well.
The fact that Ponies is leading upsets me greatly. What's the guess at this point is like, actually, it's a pretty tight race between all three options, which is surprising. Those of you that are big fans of the Smart AR, please let me know in the chat why. And if you're a Nerf only boy or girl or whatever you decide to identify as. Because I really don't like Smart AR anymore. Every time I get like a really good blaster, it's Smart AR and I get really upset. I think Buzzbee did it better with their like rotating plunger tube. I thought that was better, but that's me. Don't put a joke option, then be surprised when we chose it. Yeah, but that's the whole point of the joke auction. Shotguns? None of the Smart AR shotguns are really all that good. I love the rough cut 2x4, but it doesn't mean it's a good shotgun. And no, Lord, I hate Smart ARs. They fart out the darts in the bottom barrel. That is kind of cool. Wait, Ponies is Coop 772. Oh no, I've been caught. If they could keep the performance consistent, it would be good. I agree, Gabriel. Smith Zero. I don't like the Smart AR system as a concept, but Hasbro's poor QC and their overuse of the mechanism slowly make me hate it. Okay. So if there's two things I wish Hasbro would do for 2024 or 2025, it's upgrade their minimum FTS to about 100 for the Elite stuff, and then get rid of the Smart AR system. Stop using it. If you got a blaster with no Smart AR, it would be annoying to only have it semi-loaded but then doesn't fire. Homely, I chose Ponies because I'm in the middle. It could be a good thing if they don't cheap out on components. Okay. I don't like them because they're kind of unmoddable. That's my take on it, but calling new series the N series is giving me absolute Alpha Strike flashback nightmares again. I know. When Alpha Strike was like, oh my god, Alpha Strike? We're getting Ultra and now Alpha Strike? Alpha Strike is their pro series. It's Alpha for Alpha Nerfers! And then it was nothing. It was the worst. I'll take a mag over Smart AR any day. Just a lot better. Man, I also, like, can I add a third? Like, I know we got a monkey paw. We got the three, can we get short darts? Just like, I want to be frank, like, if they keep Nerf alive with the, you know, Elite Junior stuff, you can still buy your long dart ammo, but can we finally phase out long darts? They don't contribute anything. Like, I guess that's my next poll that we'll talk about when I remember to do that in hopefully a couple of minutes. I really hope we could just go to the short darts for everything. I don't care if they're Elite short darts and they suck. I'm just tired of long darts. They're waste. Nerf has gotten so expensive, I've barely done anything to do with it in a while. I can feel that, Ben, but also things like the X-Shot long shot was $30 and it hits 140 FPS. It's bullpup, does all the good things. I mean, seriously. Aquarius Stick Stefan. I'm new to the hobby and I find the Smart AR system less good than the drum over clip, even for small dart counts. Primarily because used darts stop working sooner. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Lanix. They almost have to move the short darts to remain competitive. I almost agree with that. Short darts would make loadouts more compact. That is also true, Robert. Drip the cheeseburger. We need a revolver shotgun. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, they could. It was done with the freaking triple strike, triple shot. The one from like Leonard. Triple shot, tri-shot, 3-shot. I don't know, but yeah, it was like a revolver that just had 3 shots. I think. Well, Nerf has done that with the Judge, and then the stupid. What do you call that dumb thing? The Jinx Blaster. Like, just put that in a more compact form factor, Nerf. Come on. I low-key like full-length waffles and chili darts are not bad. Yeah, but what is the point of them? They don't do anything better than short darts. Short darts are less material, and then on top of that, they're better for everybody because they're more compact. Like, way better. I'm done. I'm done with it. Like, I've hated the foam dart. Like, when Boomco came out, I was like super Boomco fanboy because I'm tired of foam darts. What? It's like when I do all these reviews and it's like, sorry guys, I'm using worn darts. You're all like, the FPS is consistent. I want the better blaster because it's better. And it's like, come on. Like, I'm so sick of having to spend like $50, $60 in darts a month to use them once. To be consistent, it sucks. And then the darts you buy from Walmart, like the AF Pros, they're good. They're not great. They're wildly inconsistent. That's fine, Shirako, but then if they keep the like Nerf Junior stuff and that's the full-length darts, then you'll still have a section of full-length darts. You don't have to worry. But I am very much in favor of us just getting off. Like, Walcom's hot take. I'm done with long darts. Give me short darts. Give me short Mega. Give me short Mega XL. Give me short Elite darts. I'm done. I don't want full lengths anymore. All right, let's bring up the next thing, because we got more things to talk about that are pretty much the same. Let's talk about whatever the next one is, and it's going to be the NERF N-Series Ward Blaster. $5. Now with the Racer, the NERF Junior Racer, which looks to be pretty decent for what it is, we can assume the N-Series Ward Blaster is just going to be a single shot or double shot jolt. So, cool. It's another thing I'm contractually obligated to buy from Hasbro. $5. You imagine if this thing's like a little tiny pump action thing. It's like, oh my God, NERF, what are you doing? You can't make innovative, cheap, effective blasters? Have you heard of the Bobo Innovations Trigger? I have. I just don't have the money for that, unfortunately. I would ask Bobo to send me stuff, because he has like 3 or 4 things I want from him right now. I was looking at the Liberator that he made. He put the files out for that. It doesn't have a plunger tube requirement. I wonder if it has a 3D printed plunger tube. But yeah, Bobo Innovations on Etsy, they have a literal Liberator. Like, the same. It's a Liberator. It might also just hit the dart out of the... He doesn't really show the performance that well. But it's like a 1-to-1 scale of the Liberator, but it shoots NERF. It's really cool. NERF should have never made gel blasters. Frog from Twitch, I don't know if I agree with that statement, because I think Gelfire is actually pretty okay. That's me, but I think Gelfire is actually pretty good. It's less good when you compare it to other options, but obviously NERF is realizing that because they're pricing their stuff a bit more competitively now, and they're doing different things. Like, this is awesome. Like, sure, for the same money, you can buy a full auto rechargeable one on Amazon that'll catch fire and burn your cat down. But burn your cat down. I was going to say catch your cat on fire or burn your house down. And that's how the sentence came out of my mouth. But yeah, looks like we're pretty established that no, followed by yes, with the last place being ponies. And I mean, that's agreeable, but I do have another poll we're going to start up before we really get into knocking over my beer on the keyboard. And that is, should all new NERF be short darts? All right. Gel Jolt. That's exactly what it is, Matthew. I hate it when my cat burns down. I know. They're like little fire hazards. Do you know the lever of any lever action pistol? I don't at the moment, Drip the Chesburger. NERF be burning cats now. I'd run a lever pistol all day. Beer or apple juice? Kind of a mix of both, actually. Short Rival, yes. All the day. Is a gas blowback blaster possible? It's probably about effective as a gas blowback airsoft, which is to say it's more visual spectacle than actual usable thing. NERF scattergun. Okay, anyway, Ward, really nothing to talk about here. It's a jolt. We know it's going to be a jolt. I'd like to be wrong, but it's going to be a jolt. Let's move on to the next thing, and that is the NERF N-Series Gear Up Pack. Now, $25, but pack. Now, this is where everything we get hyped about falls apart or gets more hype. Right? Let's look at this in 2 ways. One, this is just one of those stupid things you get from Elite 2.0. It could just be 2 or 3 garbage blasters put together in one overpriced package. Probably another Ward, probably one of the something else's, and then one unique thing that is really just garbage. Or this is actually like attachment pack like a $25 attachment pack that comes with like a pinpoint sight, magazines, like all these new things that we need for the new rails that they keep putting on blasters. You realize the ones that were on the Challenger are the same ones that's on this. And the same ones that are on like Rival and stuff. We need new attachments and stuff. And selling them as a pack is a good way to get that stuff out there. Could be. What do you guys think? Is it just going to be another tactical pack? That's what it's called, right? Like Nerf Tactical Pack. Tactical Blaster Set. It is called the Tactical Pack. It's so horrible. Attachments with gear up paint job. See, it says gear up, so you think it'd be actual gear. I don't think it's gonna be in the gear up paint job. It would make sense if it was. Like, Nerf really needs to score some bonus points. I also want to point out, I'm actually really impressed that we've seen so many different things so far. Hopefully these names are not super placeholder and they're actually what they are, so N series is a new series. No Elite, or no Fortnite, no Roblox, all original sounding blaster names and designs so far. Please include a bayonet. They did that once, Copperell. They did that once. There is a Nerf Modulus bayonet. Please don't be a lock and load pack again. That should not be $50. Yeah, I haven't bought one because it's way too expensive. What happens? Stream blacked out? It shouldn't have. Hyper Ultra? Not a single Hyper Ultra blaster so far. I think Hyper and Ultra are pretty much on maintenance mode at this point. Could be something like that old Elite Bandolier that came with like 2 6-dart mags and some darts. Yeah, but for $25, honestly, I'd take it. Streamed out. People are saying stream down. It's fine. I have 0 packet loss. Stream health has been excellent since I started. I honestly don't know what's going on. I'm sorry about that. So it could be a lot of things. I'm hoping it's actually like a package of like attachments and stuff. Because when was the last time Nerf really... They did that with like some of the Modulus packs, but it's been a long time since those. And honestly, those weren't excellent. They were wildly inconsistent between them. I think just one good package of attachments and stuff is exactly what Nerf needs. That's one of the bigger things they could do. People are arguing now if the stream actually went down or not. We lost a lot of viewers, so maybe it did, which is a shame. We had really good viewership there, but of course YouTube can't like that. It's just not possible. They'll disconnect a bunch of people for no reason. I want to thank you all for joining me on the Saturday night, by the way. We do these live streams every Saturday night, so we'll be here next week with something entirely different than what we're talking about right now. Modulus attachment packs shelf-warmed hard. I think the problem is they're way too expensive. I agree, Smith. There was like one that was good, and that was the one that came with the red dot, right? Did any of the other ones even remotely come close? We had like the shield. We had the stock was good. The barrel attachment was good. The battery stock thing was good. But yeah, they really didn't sell that well. And I think that's just because they were underwhelming purchases. I think Hasbro could have done a better job because I do think the tactical pack, which is the one that had the red dot in it, and then like a foregrip, and like that one was good for $15. Yeah, the pack with the red dot and suppressor was great. That too, it came with a suppressor. I like the flashlight. I thought the Nerf flashlight, the last one they did, was okay. Wasn't there a scope that recording cost like $50 just for the scope itself? They never... The night and day scope, I don't think could record. And honestly, that one's not half bad. I actually think it's kind of neat. And now that it's like $20 in most places, I have like 6 or 7 of them. I think I bought them for like $10 a piece or something on a discount a while ago. There's a lot you could do with them. Stealth Ops upgrade kit. Thank you very much, Vesic. Voided Viper. Who wants Hasbro to sell Nerf to Dart Zone? Dart Zone can't afford it. Nerf still outsells all of Dart Zone. Battle Scout camera wasn't sold by itself, was it? Mediator barrel was okay. Yeah, I thought the Mediator barrel and stock were okay. I thought the barrel stock, like the barrel strike one and the stock shot, those two, like not the jolt stock, but the one that you like could, yeah, I think you could like attach it as a stock. I'm so... We'll put it over here. And tilt it away. I want to tell you that we need a win. Hasbro needs a win. I'm checking it again. It's this pop filter, man. I'm going to take off the pop filter. Because I can't see the lights, so I can never tell it's muted. We need a win. Because people are just getting fatigued. You keep releasing the same things over and over with no absolute anything cool. And whenever you do release something that's good, like the double punch, people are so fatigued by all your other releases that they just don't care anymore. Now, it's cool that Hasbro has started, at least from what we've seen with all these leaks so far, none of these are Fortnite, none of these are Roblox. Apparently, every single thing we can look at today could be a NERF original design. And I'm really hoping for that. So let's hope that this is actually a package of, like, worthwhile attachments and not a package of, like, a jolt, another bigger jolt that shoots one more dart, and then a pump action jolt that shoots 2 darts. All right, let's go to the next thing. Where would I be without chat and telling me when my mic's muted? We got, ooh. What are we looking at here? The NERF N-Series Shadow Storm Blaster. Now, if this was going to be a Roblox thing in disguise, this is the biggest red flag of that being a Roblox thing, because I bet you there's something called Shadow Storm in one of the Roblox games. But Shadow Storm, not bad, super edgy. Kirito, solo character, all that stuff. Sounds pretty okay, $30. That's territory where it could be magazine fed good, could be a Stryfoid, could be a lot of things. It doesn't give us a whole lot of wiggle room, but then again, the NERF Rival Challenger is only $35. So this could potentially be the first time it's legitimately gonna be like super good. Generally $30 is like one of those price points where it's more likely a hit than a miss. But Shadow Storm doesn't tell us much, and you are entirely right, Smith. Hear me out. Nerf or Dart Zone should buy out a third-party Nerf gun designs like the SPF mode. They would never do that, Voided. Why would they waste that money when they could just rip off the design and nobody could do anything about it if they wanted to go that far? How high do you think a professional can get the FPS of a double punch? The stuff that I bought that Fetwurst sent me. Thank you very much, Fetwurst. Fetwurst, like Fet sausage. FETTEOWORST. They sell wheels and motors. They sent me a kit. I haven't put it in a blaster. With that and a 2S LiPo, they were able to get about 130 FPS, but that's about the best they could do because they need a new cage, and yeah, it becomes a kind of a problem. So that I should maybe do that on stream or something like that, but I do have those parts. So yes, Roblox has a Shadow Storm. Well, I guarantee you they do well. It's such a generic name, but is it a gun? Is it a gun from a popular game? I'd get a little bit more worried. Because you know that there's Hasbro people sitting here in the chat. You guys are so stupid. These are all Roblox blasters. This is our entire Roblox line. We just called it N-Series so you guys wouldn't know. Yeah. What franchise would you want NERF to have line? No, link all. None. No franchises. Make your own original designs. That's what made your entire freaking toy brand popular, was your own original designs. And they completely forgot that with Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite. Lever action would be great. That would be cool. That would be so cool, the lever action. For 30 bucks, you could see it. Bees was, I think, 40, but that's with the Roblox tax. So this could be like a lever action. Oh, man, could you imagine? Dart Zone, I'm really hoping, by the way, you still are working and doing a lever action Conquest design. You'd be a fool not to. So this could be a lot of things. It could be, literally, it could be the Minecraft Roblox blaster. Could be a Fortnite. It could be literally anything, but it says N-Series, so hopefully not. Hopefully it's an original design. Hopefully it's something cool. It's, this is like with the gear up pack, and then we roll into Shadow Storm. I'm getting a little bit more like, oh no, things are starting to fall apart, Hasbro. Don't you do it. Don't you let us down. I think they could do fun stuff with some of their own brands, like G.I. Joe Blaster. They intended designs Joe's Cobra to use, not just painted old stuff. Yeah, that requires effort. They did, what was the last G.I. Joe Blaster they did back in like 2013? Shadow Storm doesn't bring much up on Google. Huh. Nerf needs to make blasters with lever action shotguns more half darts. I mean, yeah, obviously. Voided. Obviously. As a Roblox player, why does Roblox only make guns out of the bad games? Because those are the ones that have the most attention. That's why they care. So, why is Dart Zone only in American stores? They could beat Nerf by expanding. Probably licensing and restrictions on velocity and stuff like that. So, I wish we could get more out of this one. We really can't, and honestly, this is where things could get more exciting, less exciting, kind of depends. Let's move on to the next one, which is, oh no, would you look at that? Nerf Ed Series Pro Blaster 3. That's spicy. Now, here's the problem. Could just be gel fire. But this is the only gel fire we would have seen so far. And where's 1 and 2? Like, a lot of people are like, what happened to 2? Well, what happened to 1? Because I guess you could think the Strife X is the 1, but isn't X 10? Wouldn't that be Strife 10? We are missing like 1 through 9 so far. But yeah, in reality, this is the most code-worded of code-worded blasters. It says Pro Blaster 3. It could just be more gel fire. Because keep in mind that Nerf Gel Fire is the Nerf Pro brand. And I think the highest, most expensive blaster they released last year was the Ghost, which was $50. So $60, like a big brand, like new one. I really hope it's not. I really hope it's not just another gel fire. I mean, Pro Series Blaster 3 for $60. $60 is that price point where that's like the highest I've seen a Nerf blaster in a while. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that is the most expensive blaster I've seen in like 2 years. Because the last one that was that expensive would have been the Speed. And the one before that would have been the Select, right? That doesn't count because like that's not a, that's an online only thing. That's like saying, oh, well, the most expensive blaster was the Yellerhorn. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, one on store shelves. The Strife X is only sold online. This is on Target's database for what they're going to put in store. It has a DPCI number. So this is going to be on shelves. It could be a lot of things, but $60 is that price point. I think the last one was the Speed, and that was 2 years ago, right? Excuse me. Somebody recently found the Speed for like $10. I was like, dude, I'd buy a pallet of Speeds at $10. I actually like the Speed a lot. What about that Gelfire thing for like $80? Technically, yes, but that was also a little while ago. And also, it's gone down a lot in price. I saw the Gelfire Mythic for like $35, $40. I mean, yeah, you could be wrong. But what I mean is like last year, I don't think they released the most expensive thing was the Ghost. And now we're wondering like, okay, now we got another $60 blaster. That could be a lot of things. If it's gonna be a Gelfire blaster though, it's gonna be super, super frustrating. I just got the Speed. It's so much fun, even though it's not practical. I mean, if you could get the Mags X Cure, it could be practical. I mean, the Ender Dragon is 30. Yeah, but the Ender Dragon is also a, like, internal magazine pump action. That's also got the Minecraft tags attached to it. And isn't it 40? I'm pretty sure it's 40. It's a Roblox blaster. Can you do gel indoors? Yeah, I don't see why not. You just vacuum it up when you're done. It does get everywhere. But, yeah, this is kind of the most important one, because, like, this is a Pro Blaster. Could just be Gelfire, because Gelfire is Nerf Pro, which is super frustrating. But it's so close to potentially being a cool thing, because it's $60. It could be like it could be a lot of things. What's wacky to me is, like, wasn't the Regulator, when the Regulator came out, only like $40? Like, how much was the Nerf Regulator? How long ago was that? When did that blaster come out? 2017. It's $60. So that was 6 years ago now. Man, it doesn't feel like that long ago. Like, If this was like 80, I'd be even more excited. But 60 could be a lot of cool things. And it looks like people really do think that all new Nerf should be short darts. No was in 28, and Hamsters was having a commanding 21% out of 211 votes. Thank you very much, everybody. We are still, again, over at 200 viewers. For those of you just joining us, we're talking about a bunch of brand new Nerf leaks that were hit a target database not too long ago. These were posted all over the place. I saw them originally in my Discord by Axel Sorax, who posted them in the Secret Club Discord channel. This is about the best we can do right now, because all we have is the name, which could be nothing, and the price point, which could be a something. And the name could literally, like, none of this stuff could be even remotely true. We're just trying to talk about it and get hyped, because really, we need some kind of glimmer of hope to look forward to in the... Man, this decade has already been terrible, and we're only 3 years, going on 4 years into it. So, yeah, that's, we're hoping for a lot here. So, thank you very much. I do these live streams every Saturday night starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, if you can, drop a like, join us in the chat. We're having a good old time. I really appreciate you joining us. Are you going to do another stream to do a full review when we know more? Oh, of course. If there's like a major thing, I might do like an actual stream, you know, like at the time, like not Saturday. But right now, it's just like we got names and price points. Pretty sure the Stampede was 70 when it came out. I'm pretty sure it was like 50. Right? It wasn't that expensive. Yeah, 50 bucks. Hamster shots. That's a good one, Vic. They should make World War themed. No, they shouldn't make any actual firearm into a Nerf blaster. Remember the Scavenger? I do. It was okay. Oh wait, that was the Icon Stampede. Yeah, that was with inflation. And also, the Stampede is a very expensive blaster to produce. Pro Hammer Shot? Brandon, you got that with the, what you call it? The thingy. The Outlaw from Dart Zone. Homely has been a member for 62 months. I was there, Walcom. I was there 1,000 years ago. Man, the hobby sure is different from 68 years ago. It's a completely different hobby now. It's kind of ridiculous. Thank you very much for supporting me for so long, Homely. Love you. You know it. I've met that man. He's a giant. My own personal Hagrid. You're a nerfer, Walcom. They should make a Wild West theme with hammer actions. They kind of tried to, Comrade Doge. That was kind of the futuristic stuff that Doomlands was supposed to be. And man, did they drop the ball on that one. I'm sure it will go on sale again, Matthew. Is the next Pro Blaster a Rapid Strike X? I highly doubt, especially not for 60 bucks. But yeah, no, this is maybe the most exciting one. And again, every single one of these, Hasbro has such a meticulous track record of letting people down. It could just be a Gelfire thing. What's worse, it could be a Gelfire thing that is a 3-pack of like 3 other things. That's why it's Pro Blaster 3. It could be so, like, I hate to say it because that's just Nerf.
This better be the actual Pro Dart series.
Thank you very much for the $2 super chat, Austin, and I agree with you. We're really hoping, Hasbro. Let me warn you, Hasbro, because I know you're watching. I am that narcissistic that I think you're actually paying attention to your favorite fat foam flinger. If you let us down, we will never forget this. We need a W. You could be like, well, it's not our fault that you got excited over misleading product titles in a database and price points. We're that desperate, okay? It's 3 a.m. and we're texting you what you doing. We're that desperate for a win. And this is the closest thing. Even if this is just a Retaliator that hits 150 FPS and has some metal internals, people will be stoked. And you could do so much more than that. So here's hoping. Here is hoping that you don't let us down again. All right? Everybody in the chat, I think, can agree with me. We want this to be the most mediocre of Pro Series short dart blasters ever. We don't want much. We just want this to not be a Gelfire series, let alone a Gelfire 3-pack of something. I'm really hoping. Okay? But the best part is this isn't even every single release. We still got other things we can talk about. So here's hoping Pro Series is going to be something worth actually talking about. What's this? Oh, we got the X-Shot Horror Fire Doomsday Blaster with 16 darts. A lot to really break down with this one, because obviously this is like normal X-Shot stuff, right? Horror Fire? Okay. Doomsday? Man, they really throw in all the buzzwords. They really went to like, what are the most popular, like, post-apocalyptical terms used? Horror Fire Doomsday. What's weird about this one is it's $15, which is a bit of a price point for an X-Shot blaster. That's about the same price as the Lock Blaster. And it only comes with 16 darts. Again, much like the Lock Blaster. It could just be a Zombie Strike clone, Matthew. Henry says Doom Blaster. Poppy Playtime 8-Shot Dart Blaster. Thanks, Shirako. You completely ruined it for everybody. It could be a Lock Blaster, though. It could be like a reshelled Lock Blaster without the lock gimmick. Could be a lot of things. Only 16 darts for 15 bucks is a pretty high price point for Zuru. To be fair. Don't worry, I got another. This one's now room temp. Lincoln with their first super chat on a live stream. I'm very glad I could pop that cherry for you. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. What would your dream gimmick on a blaster be? They kind of already did it, Lincoln, and that was the Infamous. I just wish they would do the Infamous again, but better. But also, if they could just make a double-barreled Sledgefire, I'd be more than happy for that. So, that's kind of it. You'll hear a lot more about gimmicks I like and gimmicks I think they could do more work with in my next video. Hear me out, Nerf Destiny. They already did that, Vic. The Yowlerhorn. Definitely seems like a lock reskin. I would put dollars to donuts, Brickosaurus, and you know how much I like donuts. That's cheaper than the Last Stand. Hammer Action Magfed Springer. I highly doubt you will. Could that be done? I don't think you'd get enough travel on a hammer to chamber a dart like that. So, not a whole lot here. Again, this isn't all just Nerf. I didn't even put X-Shot in the title. But, I mean, X-Shot has been killing it. Hopefully this is a new design. Hopefully it's not just a reshelled Lock Blaster. Hopefully it's something that's actually cool. X-Shot is the wild card this year. And if X-Shot lets us down this year, it's like, oh no, we got another 3 or 4 years of no good X-Shot releases.
What would be your dream gimmick on a blaster?
Trying to find the next one we can talk about, and I already answered you on that, so thank you. Let's go to the next thing, and that is the Blastercorn Heartbreaker Blaster with 16 darts. See, this is what I'm talking about. The last one was 16 darts for double the price of this one. The Blastercorn Heartbreaker. That's a lot. That's a lot. You know? That's gonna be probably a reshell of normal stuff that we'd get from X-Shot. But Blastercorn Heartbreaker. That is like your rapper name. I am Blastercorn Heartbreaker. It's almost as good as Ubiquitous Maverick, but man, I need to really hop on that Ubiquitous Maverick thing because that's the best name ever. Yeah, this could be a lot of things. There was the Heartbreaker Bow, Voided Viper. That was a blaster. This is X-Shot though, so it's most likely just a unicorn stamped revolver or something like that. Excuse me. Sounds like a Toho spell card or something. I can go with that, Potato. This is interesting just because of the name and what it could possibly entail. Nothing really to talk about. It's just funny that this thing comes with the same amount of darts. It's half the price. That really begs the question what the horror doomsday fire bow thing of great velocity would be. Hey, check this out. This is actually potentially really interesting. Maybe. Possibly? So Dart Zone, Covert Ops, so that's the classical Dart Zone brand that we know and love. Bulldog Tripod Belt Blaster. So let's preface this by saying Dart Zone has done a lot of belt-fed blasters. Not only do they have the Belt Blaster, a pump-action triggerless belt design. It's an okay blaster in my opinion, but definitely not great, and I don't think I've really ever talked about it on the channel before, and I probably won't talk about it on the channel again. But they've also made things like the, what is that? Obviously the Scorpion, which was the original, what the heck, this thing is 20 bucks and hits 100 FPS, it's full auto. That was nuts back in the day if you were around for that. And then of course they made a whole bunch of designs derivative off the Scorpion. We're not talking about like the mini, what is that thing called? The Twin V, I think is what that one was called. But there's a lot of, this could be a tripoded belt blaster. So a tripod, but it's pump action, which would be lame. Or it could be like a Scorpion on a tripod, but then that leads to the question is like, we already have the Ragefire. Now, of course, this is undercutting the Ragefire, but the Ragefire is really good. Especially for $45. This is $30. But Dart Zone was able to put out some incredible stuff like the Scorpion at 20 bucks. So 30 bucks. I mean, what is the point of a tripoded pump action? Matthew hit the nail on the head so freaking hard I couldn't even get to it. Stop making proprietary one-off belts for your blasters. You already have a belt design. Unless you're going to improve upon that belt design, you know, with delinking chains, like every 5th or 10th chain or something, have it be one that breaks apart. That way, it's like if you have like 100 chains, you don't have to worry about it dragging out the side of the blaster and breaking your blaster. That would be awesome. You know, that'd be really cool. I don't know why none of these companies do that. It's very simple. I know. You have to make 10 normal chains or 9 normal chains and then 1 slightly different chain, but it would make your blaster 30 times better. I don't think these companies really understand the power that is making one good blaster. Even as like we used this chain once. We made a full auto 5 dart per second, you know, not super great or anything like that, just totally usable, but it has a delinkable chain. Every 10th chain, it breaks off and you can just put it back together when you're done. There are people who will go on your website if you offer them separately and buy 500 more chain. There are people who will go to Walmart and buy 10 of the blaster to get more chain because that's what they want. And you're losing out on money not doing anything for these people. So again, I really do think hopefully this is something where it's like we do get some kind of new chain design and not just the same belt blaster or slightly legally distinct different blaster, because they have like 3 or 4 of them at this point from Dart Zone. But this is a new thing. This looks to be a new design, not a reshell. They do have other reshells coming out in the Covert Ops line. They're bringing back the Blitz and they're bringing back the Renegade shotgun, which a lot of people have been telling me, yeah, you haven't been able to get those and they're really cool looking. So if they bring back the Renegade shotgun, now you finally have a chance to get a kind of mediocre blaster that just looks and feels cool. That video got a lot of views when I put up just specifically because of that shotgun. I was on a LARP over the last week. X-Shot Ragefire with 240 dart belt tagged around 100 player trying to storm the building in waves. Exactly, Ragnar. Exactly. The Ragefire is good. Problem, needs delinking chains. We should get an M249 mag belt holder thing. That would also be cool, Vic. Jaden Lee, Foam Fling needs to make a useful rocket launcher. It's so hard to do, though. There's been a lot of them, and they've all been bad in some way. Dude, I can't even get more belts for the Ragefire. Kills my soul. Not yet, Deformin, but man, that Ragefire sold so well over the holidays. It's not funny. We still got some other things to talk about, though. That's the funniest part about all this. We're still not done. Although, this is the last one I have for you. How does this one make you feel, chat? Dart Zone Covert Ops Max Striker. So that's a weird thing. Dart Zone Max and Dart Zone Covert Ops are 2 different things. But we got the Striker 2.0. You remember the Striker, right? A lot of people really like the Striker. Now, it was just a reshell of the Nexus Pro for Target, but now we got a 2.0 version. It's kind of weird that they would put out, I think they did the Magnum, right? The Magnum was a 2.0 release, I believe. Magnum Fire Super Drum, that had a 2.0, and I think then they did like the Mark 1.1, Mark 1.2. Really bad naming scheme, Dart Zone, by the way. Please stop doing that. But, hey, hopefully this one's improved. Now, riddle me this, chat. If they were to make a 2.0 of the Max Striker, what could they improve? I'm really curious to see what you have to say about that. Kingdom Hearts sounding naming scheme. Yep, Shirako. Popopo, the Seal. Isn't Covert Ops an HIR Rival S? No, Covert Ops was just their brand name for their stuff. Short darts only, no slop in prime. That's a good start, Lanix. Short dart only, Axel agrees. The blockiness of the priming grip back the grip. Okay. Short darts only, says Master Bagua. Maybe extra parts to use in the box, like stocks and such. The Max Striker had all that. Carter to the max. I don't know. Haven't handled one. Unknown Lord, get rid of the full-length darts. That's a very popular sentiment. Shell ejecting. I don't think so, Voided Viper. Could be bolt action. It could be Ultra Studios. Working scope. Cope. I think you are dealing a hefty amount of copium with that one, Henry. We need a double minigun. I mean, Ragefire kind of gives you that. Oh, it might come with their new B card. There's no way they're adding a B card to a $50 Pro Series blaster. There's no way. Actually, it would be a genius move by then. The problem I have is that most B cars are more expensive than 50 bucks. Another Prime. Maybe even a compression barrel and a Scar. A B car, they were working on a B car, so maybe this could be a blaster. That would be a good way to make people double dip. So that would be relatively important. Because if I was Dart Zone, yeah, I'd maybe take a loss. You could re-release the Max Striker, fix maybe one thing, and then just package it with that new Scar, and everybody be like, well, I want a Dart Zone Scar B car, so guess I'm spending $50 on this blaster. That could be a thing. If Nerf gave you an opportunity to make a Nerf gun in any pro short dart gun, which one would you choose? Barrel break or Sledge Fire, one of those two. I had the Gavin Fuzzy B car and it was $30 if I remember correctly. I don't remember if I paid 30 or 70 for that. I bought one from him at the, what do you call it? Back at Oktoberfest. My brain is just not firing all cylinders today. I guess the half-dart exclusive removable barrel like the Deuce thumbhole stock. Ooh, thumbhole stock. Groovy. What if it came with a drum mag? It's not for $50. That would be something that Dart Zone could also do. They haven't done a drum mag, and they're perfectly capable of doing the drum mag. Worker B car is 30. I have a worker B car, though. It's kind of poopy. A break action pro blaster would be awesome. I agree. Why don't we get more blasters that prime like the freaking Sledge Fire? Yeah, the Tomcat is not a normal drum, Lanix. Would the Tomcat be better than this, do you think? Maybe. Tomcat's really good. It's funny how quickly we forget about the Tomcat, but it was really good. I just think overall the design of the Tomcat was boring. Like, it was a really flat, utilitarian, no detail, no real style identity. I'm trying not to burp into the mic as hard as I can. Excuse me. The Tomcat is a drum mag. It's not a mag. It's just a drum. It's not the same. I mean, like a drum mag. The Dictator was bad too. I don't think the Dictator was bad. I think the Conquest was better. The Tomcat was a block with a drum in it, says Delversetti. I don't think Ditson's B car was used to actual bearings. It was molded plastic on metal. I mean, that's still fine. I don't think they need to be metal. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Jake's YouTube zone. Hazard needs to listen to the UCN, the United Community of Nerfers. No, they probably don't. I would individually interview 50 people as opposed to listening to one hive mind. The Conquest with a Scar kit is amazing. That's a thing? I just found my Conquest with the different pump and the magazine release extension. It's so good. I really think that's the very not well appreciated enough blaster was the Conquest. At Toy Fair, DC said they found that metal versus plastic bearings is negligible difference. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Worker Swift 3.0 when? That is the thing. We should be seeing new Worker Blaster sometime within the next month. You know? We should. We should be seeing a new Worker Blaster sometime within the next month. It's been about that time for the Harrier. I think I reviewed the Harrier in January. And we only found out about the Harrier like 3 weeks before it was actually available. I think a realistic expectation with higher than 150 FPS in accordance with the other new Max release, a sturdier priming mech with a Nexus, new body, and at least the highest end of expectation half dart only. Krios out, that's pretty safe. That would what they would want it to be. But I just bought a Harrier. Well, it's not going anywhere, deform him, but they got to release new blaster. If they're smart, it'll be a flywheel blaster, so the Harrier and Seagull are still relevant. I just joined. Can I get an update, please? Miller, this is the last of the leaks. There's been quite a few of them. If you want, stare at the thumbnail in the future or Google NERF Leaks 2024. But this is the last of the Dart Zone, or, well, of all of the new leaks. Dart Zone has a Max Striker 2.0 coming out. They should make a pro gate loading Slamfire Hammer Prime single action army. Well, I mean, I can only get so excited. Gamer Guy does epic. If the Pro Rapid Strike comes out, how much do you think it would be? That's the thing. I don't think they'll ever do a Pro Rapid Strike because the Pro Strife was 120. So you imagine a Pro Rapid Strike would be like $200 or $180, like minimum. I don't think they'll ever do a Pro Series like that. Like I know there is a NERF Pro, but I don't think they're going to do one like the Strife X ever again. There's absolutely no reason for that blaster to cost as much as it does. Hopefully Worker releases a Swordfish update that's half dart only. Yeah, that's okay. I could see that. Harrier is one of my favorite blasters as Longshot WDS. It is a very good blaster. I think I like the Seagull more, but that's just because I like the form factor of the Seagull more. A little bit more compact, a little bit more SMG. Do you think NERF can become dangerous? Stock NERF will be able to take your eye out, Jaden. So yeah, NERF can become dangerous. Only to really the eyes. Pro Infinus, the dirty things I do for pro level Infinus. One of the primary problems with the Strife X is really nowhere to go with the line. Yeah, if they're like trying to make like competitive stuff, like they pretty much just made the one thing they need to make and that's it. But that also means like if Strife X is the go-to competitive thing for NERF, then it's like every match is going to be Strife X's versus Strife X's. NERF could become dangerous to my wallet if they give me a multi-shot shell blaster. Strife X's being $120 is ridiculous, especially because it's supposed to be a part of Nerf Ball. 10 blaster required over 10k. Well, they did, or over 1k. They did put out like the Nerf Ball rules, Robert, and that was nowhere in there. Ray Rich, NERF needs to make a Springer. They're not going to be able to do that with the current NERF Pro ammo. The NERF Pro ammo doesn't work in Springers. Need a pro line of AEBs? Yeah, because those are economically efficient. Longshot X, the sniper of the line, should come with Longshot. I'd like a long strike over a long shot. Oh, sorry. It's hard to think we've only been going for like a little over an hour. And we still have 192 people watching. Thank you so very much. It has been a fun live stream so far. Make sure you hit that like button. We got 197 people liking, but we only have 156 likes. What the heck? A pro regulator? That would be cool. NERF Pro Darts don't work in a Springer? How do they F that up? By using AccuStrike heads without any changes to them whatsoever. They could have made very simple changes to those heads to make them work in springers, but yeah, they don't at all. I thought I had that footage in my NERF Strife X review, but I apparently didn't put it in for some reason. Where are the leaks? You're joining us an hour and a half into the stream. Long strike has a better form factor, like the massive space under the rifle shape for the long shot. I mean, I'll put up a couple of the best ones. It'd have to cover the chat, though. That's the problem. But, I mean, we do have a couple of really cool things. It's mostly just the ones that have a higher price tag, specifically because those ones have more rooms for fun things. Here, there's a couple of the leaks we've talked about so far. There was a couple of new Nerf things. The biggest thing that they seem to be perpetuating, again, this could be completely false and never even come out, is the NERF N series. Now, again, that doesn't mean there's actually a new series. It could just be a code name. Excuse me. But we got the NERF N series Shadow Storm Blaster, a $30 blaster, which means it could be pretty much anything at that price point. The NERF Rival Challenger is $35, and that's a epic looking blaster for $35. That's a Striphoid for a Rival. You got the N Series Pro Blaster 3. This could be an actual new pro level blaster akin to like the Strife X or what Dart Zone and X-Shot are currently doing. That would be awesome, but keep in mind Pro Series also means that it could just be a gel fire blaster as well. Super annoying and confusing. It could also just be a gel fire 3-pack, which is why it's NERF N Series Pro Blaster 3 instead of gel fire or, you know, any other designation. That sucks. It could really be a lot of different things, but it's $60. That opens the room for a pretty good thing. Like, keep in mind the double punch was $35.40. So $60 gives you a lot of wiggle room. And then we've got the Max Striker 2.0 from Dart Zone. That could just be another Striker re-release, much like how we got the Lightnings with Thunderbolt, Thundershock, whatever it was, where it's just like a remix of the Spectrum with some slight ergonomic changes. $50 is about what you would expect. I think that's what it cost originally. It might have been $40. That's a lot for a Dart Zone product, so hopefully it's a pretty good one. We will find out. There was a couple of other things, more stuff from the N series. The biggest takeaway with the N series stuff is that none of these were directly labeled Fortnite, Roblox, or Minecraft. So as long as N series is actually a thing they're working on, this could be a very interesting release year. And trust me, Nerf needs it. But it could also just be the same garbage we're used to. So who knows? The Jolt X. I mean, we probably already got that with the Solo. I mean, this is the Jolt X. This is probably better than the Jolt X will ever be. Look at that, it gets chroma keyed out. Which is weird, because it's blue. I guess it's just close enough. Does my shirt get chroma keyed out? It does! Ah! Guess I can tell you his hair is yellow. I think Dart Zone Blaster, same layout, getting old at this point. I do kind of agree. I hope there's some legitimately different changes to make it better. Could the new Pro Blaster actually be lower FPS, like a 100 FPS pistol with no barrel? Technically they could. That would be a safe thing for Nerf to do. I really don't understand why Nerf doesn't put out like a Pro Series where it's like, yeah, we put out the Pro Series, but you can buy the bigger barrels and springs and stuff from our website and make it hit 200, 300 FPS. That would be smart. Solo looks insane on the screen. It's like, yeah, where'd the rest of the blaster go? Or it's like, yeah. New skin series. Check that out. The holiday themed. Green screening is fun. The only thing I would change the Striker is slightly better spring. It's my main in Dart Wars, but none of my friends use it because of the weakest Dart Zone Max Pro Blaster. Is it? I never got one. How many solos do you have? I just have 2. I might have 3. I don't remember. Yeah, I hate to say it, I really like the idea of a modular blaster. I think a lot of money was left on the table not ever doing that. Somebody once told me, I think they were from Hasbro, that the clear shells are very expensive to make. It's so hard to get the solo. Yeah, and they rose the price, which is the funniest thing about that. It's just smart. But yeah, last time I looked at the Dart Zone solo, it went up like $3. Yeah, it's 18 bucks now. It just keeps going out of stock. So they're like, oh, screw it, we'll raise the price and make more money. Is Monkey Mods going to bring back your Firefly? I don't think so. I did get a package from Monkey Mods recently, though. It came with the holster for the Diana, and then the reed switch that you swap out that works with the holster. And what that does is when you pull a blaster out of the holster, it immediately starts up the hotshot mode. So when you put it in the holster, it stops the hotshot mode. I need to put this in there at some point. I bought 4 when they were $9.97. I didn't even see them in stock when they were that price. Yeah, Robert, isn't that wacky? They're pulling a meta. But I mean, hey, if the blaster is popular, why not? That's all I got for leaks, unfortunately. We're pretty much done unless something else comes up. I didn't think, I mean, I stretched that out as long as I could. I thought we had a pretty good time with that, but yeah, I don't have anything more past that. So if you're just here for that, thank you very much. We'll do another lifetime next week. I'm not sure what. What would you guys want to see? It's been a poppin' stream, a big poppin' stream. I'm excited for the Dart Zone belt fed thing. It could be good. Hey, Mook! That's all Chicken Master shared. Gotcha. Do you know what blasters you don't own yet? Well, doing the recent Zombie Strike video, I found out that I don't own a Revoltinator. And I think that's the only Dart Zone, or the only Zombie Strike blaster I don't own right now. Everything else I have. Excuse me. And I can't find my alternator. I did find a quad rod. And I can't find my ricochet or rip shot. Which I know I have like 4 or 5 of each. Am I actually early for once? No, Mook, you're about an hour and a half late. Stupid long shot tip. A Magnum spring fits inside the OG spring. Interesting. Honestly, I'd love to see you live mod something again. We just did that! We did that like twice. I had a Hawkeye here and well, I say we, it was mostly just he modded Strife into a short dart Strife. But I do need to put new internals in that Strife. I got a double punch for Christmas. As someone who lives in the country that doesn't get Dart Zone stuff, this is the first blaster I picked up in a while. Super fun, tiny stock. Yeah, it's not really a stock sill, but it is a super fun blaster. You have the crappy one-shot Vortex Zombie. That's exactly what the Ricochet and the Rip Shot are. The problem is that I know I have multiple of them, and I couldn't find any of them. When are we going to hear more about the new company to the high FPS game you mentioned last week? I'm not sure. They still haven't contacted me. They're supposed to get me to sign an NDA and show me what they have cooking. Which means I won't be able to tell you, but it will be out sooner than you think, apparently. And I'm excited to see what they have. Yeah, Carter, you should. We do these live streams every Saturday night. Why aren't you here? Nerf Winchester? Well, that's the Winchester. How come you don't save previous streams to your channel? Because they clog up the feed, and who wants to watch a 3-hour or 2-hour unedited piece of content? It's not like they get views. It's not like I'm going to upload a stream and it's going to get 20,000, 30,000 views. You know what I mean? It's not. So it just clogs up your feed. They separated the feeds, though? I mean, I could try it with this one if I really wanted to, but I guarantee you it's not going to do a whole lot. I'll try it. I'll try it. I'll just get a bunch of people thinking the stream is still live. That's what's going to happen. Is I'll just get a bunch of people say, like, is the stream live? Is the stream live? Hey, Walcom, what's your favorite blank? How come you're not answering my question, Walcom? Hey, a bold squirrel. So maybe make them unlisted and have a playlist. I do have them unlisted. They all go unlisted. So if you have the notification, which is why you should turn on notifications, you would still be able to click on the notification to watch the stream. You can always make a VOD channel. I mean, this channel is struggling enough. I don't think a VOD channel is going to help. Like I said, I'll give it a chance. Let's see if that video can break like 5K views. And it doesn't affect the chat. Actually, I didn't check. Usually I like to check because every single time I live stream, I lose like 20, 30 subscribers. Why do I have so many notifications? Yeah, it's about the same. What if the Max Striker 2.0 is a target shelf version? It is, of the Dart Zone Pro. Then why would they call it the Striker Max 2.0? I get where you're going for, Matthew, but they would just name it something else. X-Shot, Long Shot, Plunger Tube just arrived. Wow, that was quick. Slap that sucker in. Can I also follow links to the community channel over the Fuzzy Walls Industries Discord channel? Hey, Solonese, you got something going on there. It's on the screen at discord.gg/nerf. I really don't advertise that enough. Dartzone needs a flywheel pistol. You know, it does beg the question, Mook, how Worker could make the Nightingale for like 60, 80 bucks, and Dartzone can't make something cheaper. What the hell was I searching for on... Oh, right, I was looking for like one of the Sure Strikes on eBay. Is there any sold items? No, it just don't exist. I could have swore at some point somebody was going to send me one. Isn't it called the Sure Strike? Yeah. It's just unobtainium. Well, here is an eBay link. 25 bucks, doesn't even come with the scope. Two-round or three-shot burst, Ask Gamer Guy does epic. They're both really good. Two-round is more economical. Three-shot is just fun. I don't think your subs are leaving you intentionally. I had to resub to your channel multiple times on multiple accounts. Really, Primate? Yeah, every single time I live stream, it's like a convenient thing where I lose like 20 to 30 subs. So whatever I gained during that, 2-3 hour time, plus whatever I lost equals out to about negative 20, 30. I assume it's just because people subscribe and like, little Billy subscribes to Walcom and then mom sees Walcom subscribing and then I say I was going to drop another F-bomb casually because that was funny. And then it would like, oh no, I can't have this guy on my my YouTube feed. Walcom, what new higher power Nerf shotguns would you like to see in the hobby? I'd like a barrel breaking over-under shotgun like the Buzzbee Double Fire, but better aesthetics. Honestly, I just want a barrel break that's good. Or a sledge fire that's better. That's not much to ask for. Not enough blasters reload with that prime, put in a shell, close it back up, fire. Walcom, is the new company of the game totally new to blasters or just pro FPS? I can't answer those questions. Nerf Ultra 2 is underrated. I agree. I think the Nerf Ultra 2 is a really good design. Does Walcom really want Buzzbee Pro? Well, apparently that's kind of what the Tryon was. I believe it was manufactured by the same people that make the
Quitting my job
Buzzbee
to become
stuff.
a 40YO Nerf Ball Pro.
That one was pretty quick that time. Quitting my job to become a 40-year-old Nerf Ball Pro. It might turn out better than your slam ball career then, eh, Jake? New to my stream, what did I miss? Everything, insert name here. Everything. Problem with the Ultra 2 is requiring Ultra Ammo or mods. Hey, it's hard to get good accuracy out of it too, but yeah, I think it's awesome. I really do think that design really needs to be investigated more by Nerf. Gamer Guy does epics. Why are there no Half-Life blasters, MP5 USP? Well, you answered your question there. We don't want ultra-realistic blasters in this hobby. That's bad. We don't want that. Did I lose access to the Discord Secret Club? I don't know. Did you? Wife was complaining about that earlier too. I can try. It's actually really hard to do while I'm streaming. They call. Can you just say something in general for me, Socks? Did Patreon mess up again? I have no idea. I literally can't see. I'm pretty sure that's you. I'm just going to give you the patron. Did that work? A lot of people asking for like Half-Life stuff. I might put on that Switch while we're sitting here. I mean, I can like read chat and like vaguely take apart a thing. You want to see the insides of a Diana? That could be taken out of context. Welcome, what blaster is based off realistic guns but nerfified with, lack of a better word, aesthetics? The only thing, like, Nerf and Strike is fine. Like, especially Elite. Like, those are fine. Super chill music. Unreal Tournament themed blasters, man. Flak cannon, even the like sniper rifle from Unreal is like legitimately awesome. I like how I don't think this blaster's ever been to a war and it just sits in the studio, and yet these screws are already rusting. The problem with obvious, like, oh, let's take a realistic blaster, but make it obviously thing. All right, I don't know who Frog is, right? I don't know who you are, but I realize you're probably watching this live stream. Click the emote, like read the post. It says click the emote at the boat to join the server. I'm gonna look at the emote right now. It's at 5492. If that says 5491, or 5493, you haven't done it. I didn't buy this NZO craft. I was sent this Diana. And to be honest, like, my opinion on it flip-flopped quite a bit. Do you think Nerf might make a Pro Blaster that doesn't include a battery? So that's basically a Springer. Or uses double A's like the Mark III. Oh, why am I trying to take the sight off? I don't need to take the sight off. Pro Blaster 3 is probably going to be very disappointing. I'll just put that out there. At the end of the 2015 tier list, I have no clue. Walcom, did you see the Rival Challenger? Hey, Mr. Sensational, you should check the community tab of my Discord, or not Discord, of the YouTube channel, because I think I posted it weeks ago. Also that, but honestly, it's like, yeah, I did post it quite a long time ago. Well, here's the worky bits of the Diana. Look at that tiny little solenoid. So, I am replacing where is it? I like showed it in the stream for a second and then lost it. Here it is. I almost dropped it on the ground. That could have been very, very bad. So I got to replace this switch in there, which will react to the magnet and shut the blaster off. And that is this one right here. So I can unplug this. That's what I would say if I can unplug it. Holy crap. There we go. I assume I'm going to take this little pad off. There we go. That's the old switch right there. Comparison between the new and the old switch is the new one has a little thing on the back. You can see the spot where they would have put it. But you see how it has something extra there? Plug that in. Put the little pad. Back on it. That's all you have to do. And now we should have a magnetically censored Diana. This is sent to me by Monkey Mods, and I really appreciate that. Because this could be the thing that tips me over the edge and makes me love this blaster more than anything. I wish this switch was clicky. I don't know why they use this for the firing trigger. It is very not good in my opinion. Is the Diana 3D printed? No. Actually, I want to talk about that. Thanks for reminding me, Ragnar. So many people were talking about the Sweetheart Storm. I actually had a section of my video where I talked about not having one and that it's always out of stock and I'd never be able to get my hands on one. So I finally watched a video on the Sweetheart Storm. A majority of the blaster is 3D printed. if you go to my video on the inverted scales, so many people were saying, oh, the Sweetheart Storm, that's so much better. It's higher quality and it hits 300 FPS. Well, so does the inverted scales, and it's not a 3D printed blaster at all. Like, the butt cap on that kit that I reviewed is, but that is basically nothing. As opposed to most of the body of the Sweetheart Storm being 3D printed. I was very confused by that. I really did feel like something was off about so many people talking about the Sweetheart Storm, even though there's like 3 videos on YouTube about the thing. And then on top of that, everybody talking about it, none of them ever mentioned that it's like 3D printed. There's an adjustable trigger? What? That would be really nice, because the Diana has some trigger issues. I thought the Sweetheart had a metal frame and then all the decoration was 3D printed. The internals are metal. But like your grip and all that other stuff is all 3D printed. As opposed, you know, the inverted scales where none of it is 3D printed except for the butt cap stock. But like the whole grip, all that stuff is 3D printed on the Diana. Not Diana, the inverted scales. Monkey Mods will have an adjustable trigger soonish. Ah, they have not told me about that. I will have to get one. Well, it's probably lighter spring, shorter barrel NZO craft. Apparently ZHQ is coming with an AEG pistol. There was the Quick Edge. That was an AEG pistol, but also not good, apparently. How's the Moab? It needs a lot of fixins. Mine has had a rough life. And I haven't talked to Tommy about getting the parts, because he's very not, like, super open to giving me more parts for a thing that I broke. What's the BK1? I'm drawing a blank on that one, Primate. Challenger Mark III seems fragile and bad. The problem with the Challenger is that it worked better in semi-auto than any other mode. It does seem kind of fragile. Mine is cracked in a couple of places where, like, the pins go through it. And that's a big shame. My Colonel Wall 76 held up better than that blaster did. When's the NERF M4 mod? When I get it done. At this point, it's been so long, I don't even know. That video definitely went far above and beyond what it was supposed to be when I said I was going to do it. The 77 is pretty okay, but at this point, I just don't know if I care. Inverted scales is a lot better. Is there a reason you never did a Kieran review? I just want one to... Yeah, so first problem was I didn't get a Kieran until like 6 to 8 months after everybody got one. Then, by the time I got the Kieran, they had asked me if I wanted to do my own. So, when I said yes to that and got my own Kieran, the following problems happened. I got my sample, the 1 out of 300, individually numbered 1 out of 300. And I was told this is how all of them are going to be. And I was super excited. So, I talked to a distributor, and they had no idea what I was talking about, which was very upsetting. So, the main person I wanted to talk to about all this didn't even know what was happening. And then when I said the pink one, they're like, oh yeah, I saw the pink one, but I didn't really care. I'm like, that's supposed to be a limited number one for charity. And the guy was like, oh, I didn't know that. They never told me. And I was like, well, that's very, very disheartening. So fast forward 2 months later, they got their stock in, but in between that point, there was another company, Blaster Tech EU. And they were selling the Walcom one, and they didn't even say it was a Walcom one. And they also were selling it's like it comes with stickers and pink barrel and stuff like that. And not only that, the sticker wasn't applied to the blaster. So I was upset at the first point that it was a sticker to begin with. I thought it was going to be silk screened on the blaster. This was just a sticker. I was like, okay, that's fine. Then it comes with the sticker not even applied, so it's just in the box, which was very upsetting. And I was like, okay, that's not great. That's pretty upsetting. And then when the US distributor got them in, it didn't even come with the sticker. So it was no longer limited edition. And there were so many problems that I just stopped. I really lost faith in everything. I think those problems are fixed now, and I still planned on doing the video, but it's made it really difficult for me to talk about it. All right. You can't really hear that, but it should stop now when I put it in the holster. That is not what happens. That's not what happened at all. Why is that not happening? What? Is there a thing I have to do? Okay. Well, that's not doing what it's supposed to do. Would you believe me if I told you I put back in the old switch? I actually did do that. I put the old switch back. I don't even know how I did that. I also just dropped the thumb screw into my keyboard and have no idea where it went. I'll deal with that later. I can't believe I did that. I honestly do not know how I did that. Yeah, first upsy-wupsy of 2024. Yeah, kinda. Nerf Pro Stampede being the only one they need to bring. It's never gonna happen. Be like a $300 blaster minimum. That was really, really dumb. Should have tested it before. You always test it before you put all the screws back in. I am a special kind of stupid. Don't stream in mod, kids. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. All this does is make it so where it turns on the hotshot mode when you draw it from the holster. That's all this little switch does. But that's still super cool. Has anybody in chat experimented with a motor-driven plunger for AEBs instead of the sorting force? I have no idea what that's about. I'm late. What did you miss? 2 hours of the live stream, Rad. That sounds bad, Deforman. I'm gonna pick you out, and I'm gonna look at you in the eye and find out. I can't believe I did that. Let's try this again. Unplug the switch. I can't believe I did that. I really, like, my brain is so out of it. I was about to take apart the wrong switch. Wait, what? So this switch replaces the firing trigger. I guess that makes sense. What? Really? It's the select fire switch. What? Huh. Okay, now my brain is like... Yeah, it's the same exact... How the... Dude, I swear to God, I just flipped dimensions. Any news on a third new Zombie Strike Blast? No, I do not know about that. Also, that's not Zombie Strike, that's Nerf Zombie. Oh, no, you said Nerf Zombie. Come on. Get in your slot. You know you want to. Dude, what? Am I... Alright. I feel like my IQ is dropping by the minute. That is the switch that goes on this side of the blaster. Why does that not fit? Right? That's the muzzle. Yeah. That is the switch that goes on this side of the blaster. It couldn't fit the other way. Yes, it can. I'm just stupid. But no, I haven't taken that front off. What is going on, brain? Okay. Brain, we can do this together. There's no need to be feisty. We can figure this out together. All right? That's the fire switch. This is the mode select switch. This one is apparently not being replaced. I have not taken this one apart. It should fit in there like that, and it cannot. If I flip it the other way, it fits perfectly now. But I tried that earlier and it didn't work. Okay, so this is the other one, and it absolutely goes in like so. Perfect. And that is verified the new switch. And then the fire trigger thingy, which is garbage. I really wish it was better. And apparently Monkey Mods is coming out with a better one. So I guess I wasn't the only one that felt like that one was really bad. Alright. I just want to see the magic happen. I just want to see the magic happen. I just want to shoot somebody in the face with this thing. I just want to see the magic happen. The maple waffle is the truth. Have a good night, Ragnar.
Well, I hooked you up. Bobo is gonna talk to you soon.
Oh no. Oh no. Why? I mean, I've been commenting on their videos. I have said the Liberator so many times in videos. It's one of my favorite firearms. And like, they're like, oh, I'm just going to casually make a Nerf one. I was like, that's so cool. And then like, yeah, the stapler thing. And the trigger. Like, they have so many good designs. They're just not competitive ones. Dude, trying to fit this thing back together is a pain in the gore blocks. Dude, why is this so hard to fit back together? Like, this thing does not want to go back together. Mega is dead, but they keep making them. Kinda, sorta, yeah. Mega is definitely... What was the last thing? Was it the Fortnite or Roblox? Like, that was like the last time they made a Mega thing. There we go. All right, nobody shift dimensions. I'm just going to put in the top screws. It's not quite what they mean, Peepopo. I'm going to call your name something different every single time because I refuse to say poo-poo. It did, yeah. But I think they had either the tack shotgun or like the shark blaster. Camera Dodge, I already said I'm done with the stuff. Like, at this point, I'm just streaming to round out the time. I tried the cinnamon magic spoon because I saw a box on clearance. It had a weird grainy sandy texture compared to grain free. Coffee kind of tastes like coffee creamer, but dull flavor. The maple waffle is really good, but yeah, it's all the same texture. It's like a milk protein instead of a like actual grain, which is that's how they make it grain free. All right, let's try this again. Please don't blow up when I plug you in. Okay. It does it. So now it's off, and then when you draw it, so when you draw it, no fire, can't fire. Draw it, fire. That's so cool. That is exactly the kind of thing this blaster needed. That's awesome. Gabriel, it's the Ranger Series Sniper. What if Nerf made another Nerf tank? I don't think Nerf has made an Nerf tank. Hey, James. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Cool. I'll never find that thumb screw, will I? Ah, found it. Awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, let me test it for realsies. I would assume all the new Dianas would just come with that pre-installed. Should just come with the holster too. I don't know how much the holster is by itself. So, ooh, that's a fun idea, Primate. Although I don't think a pogo pin can handle it. Is the stream frozen? Doesn't look like it. So anyway, do you hear the whirring sound? Is that hearable? So now, when I plug it in, it's off. Can't fire it. And then when I draw it, that's so cool. That is absolutely what this blaster needed. That's awesome. It's such a minor thing, but it's so cool. Things like smells weird. That's awesome. Oh, that's so good. Okay. All right. All right. I like that a lot. Just became like the only Nerf pistol I would probably need for a while. It's not a primary, but it's real good. You say that, Solanese, but I think there are other pistols that are more worthy of primary. But this is really, really slick. I need more mags. Should have asked Monkey Mods for more mags. Yeah, I think the Nightingale is more of a primary than the Diana, though, to be fair. I don't want to have printed mags with it, James. That's the thing. It's an all injection molded blaster. I don't like adding 3D printed parts and stuff like that. Should have asked Monkey Mods when they sent me the stuff for a couple more mags. Just like 3 or 4 of them. USS Missouri, what's your favorite childhood Nerf blaster? I had the Supermax 1500 growing up. That's the oldest one I remember. Yeah, Chris, but that's not a blaster. It's gel. It's not a dart blaster. It's gel. Guess I could charge. No, I can't because the charger's behind the green screen. Down with gel ball. Remove them. Get rid of them. Can I do an experiment, chat? I want to see what happens when I click the insert add button. I've never done it. I want to see what happens, like if the views go down or anything. Is this acceptable to the console, the council? Let me know what happens. I'm actually running the stream. Actually, I have the running in the preview though. Let me see what happens. So, we'll be right back Did anything happen? Nothing happened? I'm gonna wait. Nate says he got one. Some people say they got one. Huh. A lot of people have more premium than I was expecting. I have YouTube Premium as well, so I guess it wouldn't have even mattered. I clicked the button, and all that happened was the button became unclickable for about 2 seconds, and then I could click it again. There is an ads automator, but I don't have that turned on, apparently. Huh. Guess I could probably be making money streaming. Never thought about it. Yeah, I don't know, Kairose. I don't like airsoft guns because airsoft pellets are very, very boring to fire. Well, that goes, I could turn on the ad automator. See how much that works. Honestly, oh, ads will run for, okay, I'm gonna skip ads. Ads skipped. Okay, cool. I've never actually used that. All right. Well, I think I've ran out of things to do this stream. So I think we're gonna call it. It was a good one. We had some great times, and we'll be back next week. Or any other time I feel like just randomly streaming. I hit the automatic ads button and then skipped ads. So, would you stream games? I used to. The problem is nobody watches, so I gave up on that. Oh! I do stream games sometimes in the Discord. I just noticed the sheer amount of people in my Discord that are sitting there in the Discord instead of hanging out with us. What jerk faces? Boo them, chat. Boo them hard. They're not even like doing a YouTube activity where they watch the live stream together in the chat. No, no. Walcom talks a lot of trash in general, I feel. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you very much. It's been fun. We'll be back next weekend with an entirely different live stream. I'll figure out something fun. But until then, I still have a big video I'm working on. I'm sorry it's taking a little bit longer than I thought. I'm hoping to have it out soon, though. It's a very, very big video. It's one of the biggest ones I've ever done. So, you all have a fantastic night, and I look forward to seeing you in an entirely different live stream. I'll leave you with the rest with whatever this smooth... It's a 5-minute long song. I'll leave you with a good portion of this smooth lounge-style song. Have a good night. Thank you once again. And where's that off button? There's an off button, right? How do I end this thing?